What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Dokkan Battle. If you guys are enjoying the Dokkan content back on the channel, make sure you hit that old thumbs up button and comment something down below. Let's see if we can get that, break that algorithm today and get this Dokkan video out there to the public. So, basically, what happened here, I actually pulled Janemba. It was not on a summon video. It was just completely at random. It wasn't even all that eventful of a situation. Basically, since we had 9 tickets left over, I went over here, went to the Pilaf Trove, whatever decides to come up, and I bought these little $3 packs. Okay? Now, obviously I didn't pull Pikkon, or we were talking about him too, but I did pull Janemba. So what we're going to do today is we're going to damage test Janemba and see if this was worth my $4. And I can almost say, like, unless he's an absolute piece of trash, $4, whatever, right? So that is pretty awesome. Got very, very lucky on that. Now, basically, if you're not familiar with how Janemba works, his link skills are really interesting. So, for an extreme tech, the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Metamorphosis, Master of Magic, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. Now, these are all at link level 1. Obviously, if they were link level 10, we'd be getting bigger numbers than we're going to get. But I'm going to cover that. I'll show you guys basically how we're going to equate what he could do and his full potential here in just a moment. But we'll get to that. Now, he does transform. Basically, after he receives enough stacks, he'll transform into Super Janemba. Super Janemba actually takes away some of those other links as Shocking Speed, Brutal Beatdown, and Fear and Faith. If those look familiar, that's because they're literally all the same link skill from Strength Super Janemba. So getting Super Janemba linked up is going to be really easy. The biggest problem with TEQ Janemba, when he's in his base form, you have a choice to make. He is literally the only unit in the entire game with the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, and Master of Magic. Now, Master of Magic is a 15% attack skill, so we are going to have to link that up. That's, I believe, becomes 20% when it's maxed at level 10. But for now, at level 1, 15% attack skill. So we need to make sure that's linked up. More Than Meets the Eye is 10%. The Innocence is also 10%. So what I've done is I've actually added onto the team the Strength Boo, because he actually has the Innocence and he has Master of Magic. Remember, the way link levels work, whatever the link level that your unit is, that's the link level they're going to use. So even though this Boo is level 10, unfortunately, Janemba's only going to use the level 1 link skills. Sucks, but that's life. I also have this TEQ Boo here. Now, he's only SA2, he's not here for damage, but he also has Master of Magic and the Innocence. I negated More Than Meets the Eye just because I wanted to build this team with the Strength Cooler leader, because I figured that'd be the easiest leader to find. So, basically what we're going to do is we're always going to try to link TEQ Janemba up with either this guy, but always this guy. Then, when Super Janemba comes up, obviously, Strength Janemba is all we need at that point. He's got everything. So let's jump in here and let's see if we can do a little damage testing and figure out how good or bad or whatever TEQ Janemba actually is. So we're actually here in the fight, and as stated, we do have the TEQ Janemba here. Everything is linked up except for More Than Meets the Eye, so we're good on that front. And remember, that's because we got this TEQ Boo and the other Strength Janemba. Strength Janemba, he's got most everything we need with rare exception. So when it comes to him, we basically want to make sure he's on here like all of the time. There with rare, if any, exception. So obviously Strength Janemba, definitely a staple of this team. All right. So here's all of the link skills for Strength Janemba. All those three, all 4 of those are linked up. These are the 3 we're missing, and it just so happens that 2 of those 3 are brought up by this TEQ Boo. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to do a little rearrangement real quick, and we're going to go ahead and do this attack and see what we get. So I'm going to put TEQ Boo, put up a TEQ Boo here in the front. Hopefully he shouldn't do enough damage to really cause any problems. I am a little worried about that because he does have. I mean, he doesn't have anything in the ability system. He's as basic as they get. So I don't think he's going to cause any major problems. But let's see what TEQ Janemba is able to pull out here. I'm not really worried about getting an SA with him either. We just want to make sure that Janemba is really the only one getting his SA, if at all possible. All right, 1.8. 1.8 mil attack stat. Now, the damage here is irrelevant because remember he's got type advantage. And even though he's got 1.95 at a crit, that's just how much damage mitigation this unit has. 1.8 mil attack stat is very good. Let's see what Super Janemba can pull off. So we're here at TEQ Godku, and we should have perfect. Everything that we need in order to do this transformation. Obviously, like I said, we're going to want to get Strength Janemba over there, but Strength Janemba is going to have all the link skills. We're not really going to have any major concerns here. There we go. And let's see what happens here. All right, so now we've got all the link skills linked up, and we're going to go ahead and we should need... So one of the things really interesting about his essay, Janemba's skills are weird. The way it's written is it says attack and defense 180%, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to either rainbow spheres or type key spheres. I'm not sure what that means. That's written weirdly. So maybe the same type. So in other words, it could be nullified. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to play it very safe and make sure we get 3 of the same type key spheres. I think that's what that actually wants. Because it says an additional attack 40% with 3 or more type key spheres obtained. So I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, and there's not a lot of translation on this, but if I'm reading this correctly, I believe that has to be 3 of the same type of key sphere. Could be wrong in that, but I'm going to play it very safe and make sure we get everything we need on this. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Snag our key spheres. Just like I said, I gotta play this really smooth and really cool. Yeah, let's put him in the front. And I think I'm gonna change orbs here because I need to make sure I get 3 of the same sphere. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just change as many spheres as I can, just give him basically max spheres so that we can just guarantee that we get what we need out of this. So I'm gonna put Strength Cooler here in the front. I'm going to go ahead and just pick the 3 strength spheres here with him, and then we'll give Janemba the 3 tech spheres. Actually, I'm going to use... So either way, we're going to put Super Janemba in the front, and then we've got 3 of the tech spheres. We'll be good there. Just 3 tech spheres should be more than enough to get his max, basically his max of his passives. Everything is now linked up. We're good to go. Let's see what happens when we do this, okay? And we can actually use Strength Janemba as a baseline. So we got 2.21 mil. That's very nice. That's very nice. Remember, I don't remember what his links are. I think he's pretty close to maxed out. He's well off. He's very well off. Okay? Oof, we're going to eat an SA here. That's not going to feel good. That wasn't too bad. All right, 2.8. So significantly stronger even at link level 1. Even at link level 1, he's significantly stronger. Now, this does kind of give me like a big question mark, and I kind of want to know what kind of damage we can pull off here. So let's do a little test. All right, so what I'm going to do here, Strength Cooler actually has a really similar SA. Now, he's got 1 of his links linked up. That's kind of about all he's going to get. I'm sorry, he's got all but 1 of his links linked up in this situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of... His passive is very, very, very similar to Janemba's passive when he transforms. It's also 180%. He doesn't get the extra 40%, but he is link level 10. So this is going to give us a somewhat kind of idea of what Janemba is capable of when we finally get his link levels all the way up there. Now remember, it's not perfect, but let's just see what he does and kind of guesstimate it based on that information. Because do remember, like, these guys level up significantly significantly once they're link level 10. So, Cooler did, was that 3.5 mil? That was crazy. What? Now, remember, like I said, we have a significant percentage more that we'll be able to acquire once we get in here with Janemba at link level 10. I'm not going to be able to do that today, but we'll be able to find out here shortly. So, let's go ahead and jump over here and see what he can do with his SA. So, I actually have an SA, or with a Dokkan attack here. I think I said SA previously. So with the Dokkan attack, let's see what Super Janemba is actually capable of. Alright? Once again, he's with Strength Janemba. He's all linked up. Now we'll have to do a little math to figure out what this is, but let's see what kind of damage we get out of here. 2.23 mil. 2.23 mil is really good, but we're going to have to do a base level test and try to figure out what that actually equates to. So actually I realized that we already have a baseline test here. We've got the Strength Janemba and the TEQ Janemba that we were doing a tests with earlier. So he got 2.21 here. And let's see what we got as far as damage goes. 825. So we can actually mathematically determine what that actually would equate to. So if I can direct your attention over here to my very messy math problem, specifically speaking to the STR Janemba essay that we just did, the attack stat was 2.212, and he only did 852,000 damage. So that means that we're only producing 0.385 blah 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 of the amount of damage that we're actually, like, we're only, the opponent is only receiving that much damage, like literally a third of what we're actually producing. So it's pretty much the easiest way to look at that. So when we come over here to TEQ Janemba, TEQ Janemba produced, now this is without crits or anything like that, generally produced with his Dokkan attack, 2.2 million damage. It's literally as much damage as the attacks done on the other one. Now, I know that when it comes to Dokkan attacks, they're equated differently and this, that, and the other thing, and attacks are effective against all types and all that stuff. But if you want to get a real-world perspective on how hard this hit really is, if we take that same 2.238 attack and we divide it by the 3.38514 blah 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 blah, that was the differential on the other attack. That brings us to an approximate attack stat, and once again, approximate attack stat of 5.8 million. Now, while this is not groundbreaking, we have a lot of units that do much harder hits in the game right now. I want you to bear in mind for a moment, this is a unit that is all level 1 links. When we get to level 10 links, that number is going to skyrocket. So, all told, actually a pretty respectable unit. Now, the one thing that we haven't tested here, and I really would like to, what would happen if, for the sake of argument, you got Dokkan, but Janemba wasn't awakened or couldn't awaken for whatever reason? Just for the sake of silliness, I went ahead and did a little test on this. Let's go ahead and see what that number actually is. So we're coming into a situation here where we actually have the Strength Janemba, the TEQ Janemba, and this TEQ Boo. Now that does mean we're not going to have all the links linked, but you really can't with Janemba anyway. So what we're going to do here is we're going to drop enough orbs to basically guarantee that we're going to get not only an SA, but we're also going to get Dokkan with this attack. Because basically if I don't drop enough orbs here, we won't get it. So you can see here that More Than Meets the Eye is not linked up. That is a 10% attack link, but you can't get all the links linked up. So that is what it is. Let's see the actual number produced here. Because I honestly don't remember. And like I said, this is pre-recorded, but I don't recollect off the top of my head what that actual number was. Alright. Now, once again, you need to hit all of these. If you don't, the numbers are going to be not preferable. They're not going to be the same. Let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, we are on the AGL Goku, not on the Tech Godku, but 3.2 mil. 3.2 mil. So I think we can kind of sit here and kind of take that as like, yeah, obviously he's not going to hit. He's not intended to hit harder in this situation. It's very simply put, he's got obviously type advantage and things like that. So there are situations there that are going to adjust to that. But you can equate that to probably, if I had to just ballpark it, maybe like a 4 mil attack stat. Not the end of the world, but you know, definitely still very respectable. Bear in mind, this is all still level 1 links. So we're going to go ahead and work on getting him up to level 10. I will hopefully have that video out here for you in the next few days. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section. Hit that little thumbs up button, like I said again, and I'll be back here with more Dokkan Battle very, very soon. And remember, your mama asks where your old boy went. Tell her I went to the store. I'll be right back. I swear.